Alright guys, so here we are, we're back with part 3. So we've started off with assembling our miniatures, we've gone to basing our miniatures, now we're on to undercoating. Probably one of the most important parts of any good paint scheme is a good, solid, even and not washy or too thick undercoat. So let's jump down to the painting table. We'll start off by showing you how to do a brush undercoat. Then we'll jump outside and show you how to undercoat if you're using an aerosol can or maybe an airbrush. Let's get down there and let's get started. Alright guys, so here we are down at the painting table. We've got our base from our last tutorial. It's all dry now and ready to be painted. What we've got our undercoat. In this case I'm just using a Baden Black because it'll do the same job for this base. You can get Imperial Primer as well, which is better for miniatures. The better alternative we'll show you later on, which is to actually spray them through either a airbrush or an aerosol can. We've got our brush. We want a decent sized brush to be able to apply our undercoat. We've got some water over here so that we can mix it with our paint so that it's not too thick and clogging up the details. We want to thin it out just a little bit. And we've got our water palette, our paint palette. So what we'll do, we'll take some of our Baden Black, take a good brush load of it, chuck it out there on our pad, touch of water, see how that's flowing. I feel that's a little bit thick, so I'll add a little bit more. Now you don't want to water it down, you want it something like the consistency of a thick milk. I feel like that's pretty good to the touch. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pick up my base and I'm going to start from all these inner edges here and work my way around the base, slowly pushing that paint into all those recesses and details until it's all fully undercoated. Just be careful when you're holding the base not to drop it like I just did, especially if you've got a resin model or something on it. That could be not a great happy ending. So just keep working your way around. This is partially cork, so being cork it will take a lot more than a normal model would. The Astro Granite, that grey stuff, it's not too bad. The resin, it's not too bad either. It's mainly that cork that sort of chews it up. So just apply a really good, solid, even coat of this. Try not to clog up the details. See how I'm trying to spread that paint and keep it nice and thin? That's what you want to do if you want to brush undercoat models. It does take a bit of time, especially if you've got a full miniature to brush undercoat. Seriously, it's probably not worth it unless you're doing sort of a one-off model or something like that and you're just trying to hurry it out without having to wait on aerosols to dry, or you don't have good weather outside or middle of winter. Those sort of things, but I would recommend going to the other level of using the aerosol can. And with that base now undercoated, we could put it aside to dry and give our brush a good wash in that water. Keep dancing it around in there until it's nice and clean. Drain that excess off. Try and keep it to a nice point when you pull it out, so just roll it around in your fingers, something like that. And guys, that's it, it's done. So what we'll do, we'll jump outside now and we'll get the aerosol can out and we'll actually undercoat some miniatures. See you in a sec. Alright guys, so we're here outside so that we can spray our undercoat. So we've brought some stuff with us. Firstly, we've got our models here. We've grabbed our undercoat itself that we're going to spray with. We've got a glove to protect our hand. It's a really good idea when it comes to spraying aerosols to just have a glove on. That way it's not going to release chemicals and that into your hands, and it's a bit easier to clean up afterwards. Just rip the glove off and throw it in the bin. We've also got a box there. It's just a box that some of the models came in. We're not using it to spray on, we're just using it to put the models on once they're sprayed. That way you're not damaging any of your furnishings or any of that sort of stuff in the house. So first things first, let's grab our undercoat. We'll give it a damn good shake. Up and down, flip it around the other way, shake it upside down. You know, do a little dance with it. You want to do this for a couple of minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, just to really get that paint moving inside. Make sure you hear that ball mixing, and we can get that done, put our glove on, and we'll start undercoating our model. Alright, so we've mixed up our paint. It's a brand new can. So first thing we're going to do, we're actually going to squirt a bit out and just get some colour coming out. That way now it's primed and it's ready to spray. Let's bring our first model over. We'll grab this one here. He's really good for this because he's got a lot of underlying areas you want to hit. So a lot of people just grab the can and just all over it. It's not the proper way to do it. The best way to do it is to actually grab the model by the base and flip it upside down first. Now what you want to do, you want to get some short, sharp passes over it. Just short, quick start off the model and flick it across the model like so. Do it about, oh, what's that, about 10 inches away, about 30 centimeters for us Aussies. And just really just a quick light pass. You'll find this stuff will flow really, really well into all those crevices, especially if you've got some distance between your model and the can. Right, so we've done the underside. We'll come around, we'll do the top side now. Same deal, just short, sharp passes, little bursts of spray. Get it round there, come directly from the top down. Make sure you get it on your base. Have a look around for any other bits of grey that you might have missed. Keep turning your model around all the time. Don't stop turning it. So he's now undercoated, done, ready to be painted. So we'll put him aside. This stuff will take about 15 minutes to dry, and then we can get onto the undercoating. Onto the base coating, which is really where our models start coming to life. So I'll go through now. I've got another 4 models here that I'm going to do, and then I'll come back in to wrap the video up. Alright, so we've brushed our model, we've aerosol undercoated our model or airbrushed. Next step is we're going to look at base coating. We'll do that in the next video. You're spoilt for choice now though with your undercoats. So instead of just having your black and white, you've now got multiple different manufacturers creating multiple different colours of undercoat. So choose the undercoat that you feel is best for your paint scheme. So if you're going for a very mid-tone, you choose Mechanica Standard Grey. If you're going for a darker tone or a classic style of paint scheme, like what I like to do a lot, go with the Chaos Black. If you're doing a very bright, vibrant colour scheme, go with your whites. Otherwise, pick any other colour of the rainbow between. Someone out there's got it. That's all for this one. We'll see you all in the next video teaching you how to base coat.